is the third batch. This is a 7 count. So we got 6, 6, that's 12 plus 7. There's 20. Is that right? 20, 26, 29, 30, I don't know. What is it? 6 and 6 and 7, whatever that is. So 6 times 4 is 24 plus 7. So we got 6, 6, and 7. And we're really, really tired. This all started around 4:30. It didn't take very long, but the process of getting the babies out and dealing with the mother, as you'll see when I post my edited video, she was hissing at me and ready to take my head off. I was lucky that I was able to get all the babies out while she was on one end of the cage giving birth. She was giving birth on the other end, like down the other end. So she didn't see me until it was time to take the last baby away. And the last baby was behind her, so I had to get it away from her. She's not going to hurt it, but I was afraid she'd squash it or something in the fight to get her out. Okay, so here is the third batch of 6. These guys are all hypos. The mom's a proven super salmon. Some of these guys are a little dark, but that's typical, especially some, they'll lighten up or they'll become real brilliant salmon adults. So all these babies are salmon because Thor is technically like a normal albino, if you will. I mean, he doesn't have any, he's just an albino. So all these babies, there are no super salmons in here because I did not, I didn't breed them. I didn't breed, I guess if I bred it with a double het Sunglow, there could be. I'd have to double check. My brain's kind of not working right now, but because Thor's just a regular albino, 50% of the litter, I'm sorry, all the litter, the entire litter, oh gosh, I'm tired. The entire litter, and it's hot in here, are of course salmons because she's a super salmon. So you breed her with a normal or breed her to an albino, you're going to get all visual salmons. Because I bred her with an albino, they're all visual salmons because she is a super. But the good thing is they're all double het Sunglow. These are all het albino salmons. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there are no super salmons. This is not a possible super salmon litter. Last year when she bred with Clint is a codom salmon and she's a super. So when you put a super with a codom, you usually get 50% supers out of it. In this case, there are going to be no supers. These are just, which is fine by me, these are just hypo salmons carrying the albino gene. So if you put one of these guys with an albino, you're going to get Sunglows. You put them together, you're going to get Sunglows. You're going to get Sunglows, you're going to get hypos, you're going to get normals, and you're going to get albinos. So anybody out there that's looking to get some babies, let me know. I don't sell them until they've eaten a few times and I know they're healthy and pooping and shedding and everything's working. I'll probably sell these guys for, I don't know, about probably $250 shipped maybe. I'm reasonable. I've never had any trouble finding homes for babies. I have a lot of people on a waiting list that now are looking for some, but just check my website out if you're interested, or shoot me an email or something through the website. It's www.kgconstrictors.com, and what I usually will do is after the babies are all individually sexed and separated out and looking more attractive than this, I will label them, salmon female 1 through whatever, salmon male 1 through whatever. And as I said, I'll probably keep a couple of them back, but for the most part, I'll probably sell most of them because I've already got Sunglows coming, and I've got a Sunglow in my collection, and I just like them to go to good homes. So I think we've pretty much covered everything. We got 6, 6, 6, 6 for 24. Plus another 7, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So my second grade teacher would kill me for counting on my fingers. But anyways, we've got 31 healthy babies. Knock on wood, I have never had any babies die. If they've all been alive at birth, I have never had any die after the fact. I've had some runts in the past, but I've never had any kick off on me, so that's pretty lucky. So all these guys look good. There are no runts in this litter. So I'm counting on 31 healthy babies being able to be rehomed, minus a couple I'll probably keep back as I usually do. So with that, I'm going to end this video and I'm going to get it posted. And as soon as I have the time to edit the excitement video from today where I caught her giving birth and I filmed all that stuff and you know, and filmed that action, I'll put it on. I'm going to have to make it in quite a few parts because it's almost an hour-long video, and I'm going to have to break it up into part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. because obviously I think I can only post 9-minute videos. I think that's the limit. So that's all for now, and I'm really thankful to be able to have a 4th consecutive litter out of a beautiful salmon, super salmon female. She has never failed me. She's had 4 litters, 4 years in a row, and she's healthy, looks good, just tired. And she'll be okay once I clean her up, get her out of that cage, clean the cage and put her back in and get this whole baby instinct away from her. And because I have other females and because that are going to be ready and because Farrah is like my favorite girl here, she needs to get a break. So I am not going to breed her this fall. She's going to get a year, more than a year off. She's not going to breed until the fall of probably 2010. Give her a chance to enjoy being a pet again for a while, because what ends up happening is right now if I was going to breed her again, I'd have to get her right back on food and she'd be pounding down the food to build up her body. So come Halloween, she could cool down and start breeding. I kind of follow the Rich Eiley. If anybody's ever seen the video, it's a great video that Rich Eiley did with the guys from VPI. It's called All About Boa Constrictors. So I'm more than happy to promote it, because that's the video that really helped me get myself understand a lot of the boa breeding process. So I copied what Rich says in his video about not feeding them when they're gravid or when they're breeding. He just feeds the males and the females in the off season, and mainly the females, obviously. In the summertime, like Farrah would be starting to get on food, you know, within the next week or so, and she'd really start pounding. And as of Halloween, she wouldn't get any more food until maybe a month before she's due. So since last Halloween, she's only had 2 small rats to eat, but that's been fine because she built up she has such a reserve going that she didn't need to eat. And I think it's safer, because when they've got eggs developing inside of them, they don't need to be twisting around trying to constrict a frozen thawed rat, you know, or they don't need to be pooping out. I just think it's dangerous. I just think, you know, Rich Eiley is one of the most successful boa breeders out there, and especially Mr. Salmon Boa. He's like the inventor of he discovered the whole salmon genetics and proved them out and blah, 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 and that's his thing, and that's awesome. And I decided, you know what, why reinvent the wheel? This guy knows what he's doing. He's been breeding boas for years. So that's what's worked for me. I did the same thing with Athena. Athena is due next week on the 17th. And she's as fat as a horse. And she was bred by Clint, who's the co-dom father of last year's Farrah litter. So I'm going to get 50% visual salmons, no supers. 50% visual normals, just normals, out of that litter.